Previously on Rain Man. He had a dolphin?
Yeah, Malcolm Brenner claims that in 1970 he had a consensual sexual relationship with a dolphin named Dolly. Consensual.
Like consensual. Like
in quotations, consensual.
Yeah, so he talked to him like, hey, do you mind if I stick my kid in your between
Breathe
your
hole?
dolphin fins? Yeah, or your what's it called? The blowhole? Yeah. Flipper. Hey, I want you to squeak.
At a Florida
So
amusement
what
park.
year was it?
1970. At first, I discouraged her. I wasn't interested. So he's making it seem like she was the one that was.
And we don't flipper, lives in a world full of wonder.
This was the wedding song.
Well, he said that she would thrust herself against me.
Jesus.
And he claims she became more gentle.
Still a better love story than 50 Shades of Grey.
9-month affair, guys. 9-month affair.
Relentless.
They're relentless. And when you believe in something, when you believe
You want to die for it?
and you die, how can you fight that? How can you fight people that are willing to blow themselves up and then they think they're gonna get a reward
They have
afterwards?
their mentality is, I've got nothing to lose.
Yeah. Well, dude, they think they're gonna get 40 virgins when they blow themselves up. I mean, it's a win for them. You know, if only knew. Virgins aren't fun, guys. Come on. You got to teach them. You imagine teaching 40 virgins? Oh, that's not good. Start over. Turn around. Yeah, this is not bad. And you're just starting. You just every 40, all 40 of them. Just got to teach them. It's a hassle. It's not fun.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. A woman's walk reveals how many orgasms she's had. An energetic and free walk means a woman has been sexually fulfilled plenty of times. A stiff walk means she shows sexual restraint.
Well, you know what? No stiff walkers for me, please.
I wonder how they
Sounds
were
like a new zombie from The Walking Dead. Oh, that's a stiff walker. Stay away from the stiff walkers, Tony.
And now, from the Cave of Wonders and recorded live in the presence of gods, welcome to the Rain Man Show.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Good day. Happy Thursday. Because that's when this show is broadcasting. Thursday.
Another reason why we should all be happy for Thursday.
Right. It's the second to last day of the work week. Which, did you know that it's actually one of the bigger drinking days, Thursday? And that's why Fridays are the less productive days of the week.
No, that does not surprise me.
Yeah.
People just can't wait.
I am guilty of that in the past.
What, you go out and drink on a Thursday?
Yep.
And then fall asleep downtown?
Yeah.
Naked? with your dick out?
Yeah, thumb in my ass.
Why not a fist?
That's like a great image I just got. Can you picture Tony like passed out with just this...
And sucking his other one?
Or, like passed out, thumb in my ass.
He's like this?
Or passed out naked, thumb in my ass, in my cubicle.
Oh. Jesus. You just took it at a whole other level.
Hi, boss.
Now they know. Don't ever shake Tony's hand, everybody. Nobody shake his hand, please.
Hey, it's time for your review, Tony.
Yeah. Thumbs up. Oh, okay. So I've been spending the last... I posted some Twitter messages, I want to say 3 days ago, about to our listeners out there on all our Twitter accounts, like what actors, actresses, actors, stars, novelists that they want us to hear, what they want, who they want us to interview for this show and for the Supernatural show as well, and the Weird West show. Man, I got a lot of responses, which is good.
That's
awesome. Cool.
Yeah, so hopefully I'm in communication still with Andrea Roth. She lost my email. I talked to her
is she
2 days
just
ago.
Yeah, she lost.
There's no reason. There's no reason for her to, because I was thinking that I'm like, are you trying to avoid me? And then there's absolutely no reason for her to play games like that. She's a big celebrity. She's just like, hey, listen, I'm busy. Why would she play with me and be like, I lost your email? So I'm assuming because she gets a lot of emails for work and whatnot that it probably got lost in the spam. So I told her to look for my email address, and she said, okay, I'm so sorry, I'll get back to you soon. So we still have that one, but then I'm adding a bunch more.
I think I might have someone for you.
Who's on your list? Who's on your your list
I was
of
watching the Travel Channel, and
the Travel Channel.
The Travel Channel.
Oh.
And I actually was watching this show called The Booze Traveler.
The Booze Traveler.
Oh, yeah.
And I had never watched it. It was actually pretty interesting. They were doing bourbon. This episode was bourbon. So, of course, I'm a little biased. I watched the whole thing, and it was pretty interesting. He travels the world to try different liquor from different cultures and stuff. So I actually had tweeted out that I was watching it, and one of my followers actually tagged him in the tweet, and he favored it.
Oh, I like that.
And I was like, it was like simultaneously.
Don't you like how don't you love when listeners and friends are the ones who do the dirty work? Yeah, because that's how I've gotten a lot of my interviews. Is people like, oh, I want you to interview so and so, and I don't believe in, unless I have an ongoing like relationship with them where I talk to them a lot, which there are some of the celebrities I talk to because of the show. If I've never spoken to you, I don't tag you miscellaneous things. I'm like, I totally wish I could interview you, or I would just ask. Whereas I kind of like it when the listeners do it for you, because then you're there's a moment of, oh, why'd you, no, don't do that, let me do it, and then they reply. I'm like, sweet.
I know, and like we tweeted back and forth, and he was attached to it, so he favorited a few tweets, and I was like, well, I wonder if I could ask him for an interview. So I like, would you be interested in doing an interview? So he followed me and sent me a message. I'm still waiting back to hear from him. So
sweet.
We'll see.
I have a list here. I can't find it now because my notes are. I write everything on notebooks.
His name is Jack Maxwell.
Okay, I do want to interview him because that show is one of the few shows like that I actually find interesting.
It was really,
and
really
listen,
cool.
don't give me like suggestions, listeners, of people that I don't know about. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, don't give me any suggestions on anybody from Doctor Who, because you know why? I don't give a shit about Doctor Who. I'm not going to interview people that I don't care about. Not because Doctor Who's a shit show, but it's just because I want to interview people that I would find interesting. Otherwise, the interview would be terrible. So I have a list. I have Andrea Roth's on top of my list, who I think she's going to be the soonest. I'll have to add the bourbon guy there, Maggie. I think I'll add the bourbon guy. Yeah. Send me his information.
I will.
And then, oh my God, my notes are miserable. And also somebody tweeted Robert Behrens, who's one of my favorite writers from Supernatural. And he favorited the tweet and then decided to follow us. So I'm like, okay, that's good. So I'm going to contact him for the Supernatural show, which we'll probably rebroadcast on the Rayman show, just because it's an interview. It's an interview that I would like to do, even if it's not Supernatural related. Yeah. So, and then I have the guy Anthony. I think his name's Anthony Starr, the guy from Banshee. Is that his name? Oh, he's the Australian actor. I have him on that list, and I also have the weird assassin guy. What's his name, Meg? Can you look that up? The assassin guy from Banshee. I want to interview him as well.
He's my favorite character.
And then, of course, the young lady, my girlfriend, so stupid, who died in the recent episode. I want to interview her. Sad. She's on. So basically, the whole cast of Banshee's on my list. Tony.
Yeah, might as well just say that.
Yeah, just like, hey guys, I'm going to blow your entire show. Can I just get a list? Anthony Starr, dude, that guy's so good, man. He could be. It's kind of funny listening to interviews because he's Australian, but in the show he plays like an American, almost like a Western type figure. He's definitely that Western archetype presence, and he would just be great. I would love to pick his brain and what he focuses on and what his inspiration is for that show. Because if you're not watching Banshee on Cinemax, it is one of the best television shows right now on the air, man. It really is. And it actually was started by Alan Ball, who did 6 Feet Under, brilliant show with Michael C. Hall. And then he also did the first 5 years of True Blood, which happened to be the best 5 years of True Blood. And then he actually quit True Blood and started this show, Banshee.
His character name is Clay Burton, and his real name is Matthew Roch. Who?
The crazy assassin?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
God, he's good. And I want to talk to him about that fight scene, because about 3 weeks ago they did this fight scene that shook the foundation of the film world, like of all the film geeks, because people who never watched that show watched the behind the scenes of how they did that fight scene, and they went back and started watching the show because that fight scene was just so epic, and the way they shot it, it was supposed to be, they simulated one camera.
Yeah,
they made it. It wasn't one. It was one take. It wasn't one take, but they simulated to make it look like one take, and it was one of the best executed scenes I've ever seen on television. When it comes to directing, there are lots of great moments in television. There really is, because TV is better than movies right now. But that scene, I think, might be on the top 5 directed scenes on a television show by far.
I will agree.
It was fantastic. Are you watching Banshee, Tony?
Not really.
You need to watch it.
Yeah.
You check it out. Do you have Cinemax?
No, I don't.
Pirate it then. Shh. Yeah, just pirate it. No, not really.
I wouldn't expect anything less coming from this show to say pirated.
Simmer down. I don't believe in piracy. Jack Sparrow, I am not. Okay, if this was Men in the Lives and Dan was saying again, yes. Pirating all around. I mean, he admitted it all the time.
Yeah.
I also want to get some cast members from Arrow as well. Arrow. Jarrod. I think you should get. I want to get some interviews with some cast from Arrow as well, which I'm pretty sure I can. I have a direct line to the Warner Brothers PR camp, so I don't think it should be an issue to get it. But I want to pick the right one first. I can't go straight to Steve Amell. I need to work my way up.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
you start off with small steps, right? And you work your way up. You start up. Not to say these actors are skanks, but it's like, you know, when you're first having sex, you don't just want to go for the gold. You don't want to start with the hot chick with the blonde and big boobs. You got to work your way up. You got to go for the sluts, the skanks first. No, because you know, like somebody who's working with Stephen Amell says, "Hey, I just got interviewed by this guy."
Exactly.
There you go.
And that happened with the Supernatural show. It just one thing led to another. These guys are great interviewers, and I think I have a career in interviewing. Who would have thought that, Tony? I mean, I've gotten so much feedback on what great of an interviewer I am. I'm like, sweet. I'm a regular Barbara Walters.
Maybe you should interview Marshawn Lynch.
Oh, yeah, the whole episode.
That would be the acid test. That would, if you could get at least a decent conversation from a difficult person, you know, who would be very difficult to interview. I can't think of anybody else right now who would be a very difficult interview.
He wouldn't speak.
Yeah, you know, like, can you imagine that if you were interviewing someone and it's only like one word answers?
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Why don't you do Barrowman?
Speaking of that, it's funny because Maggie, I started laughing. You posted that stupid meme in our group. Like I posted our schedule for the week, our recording schedule, and all she posted was, "I'm gonna be here so I don't get fined," and it was Marshawn Lynch. I'm like, so stupid.
No, it says fired.
Yeah.
So it's wrong, but I was like, this is too good.
So. All right, but so a little bit of miscellaneous news. Pat Robertson, our favorite go-to.
Yes.
He's at it again.
Oh, praise Jesus.
Yeah, praise the Lord. Because he says yet more. I mean, his reasoning skills are so idiotic, of course, as we know.
No, because that's what it says in the Bible.
So stupid. Well, he actually now on his show is discussing 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, Jesus.
Which chapter is that in the Bible? Is that after Leviticus or like before?
The 50th chapter.
Before Revelations?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me see if this is coming up here.
If my mom were to find out, if I were to point out to her, "Hey, Mom, there's a chapter in the Bible called 50 Shades of Grey," she would probably
start orgasming.
She would castrate me probably, or like.
Can we get her thoughts on 50 Shades of Grey?
Has she watched? Does she know 50 Shades of Grey?
No.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Oh.
We need to get her take on it as a politician.
Maggie, you just planted a seed.
When is she coming back? When's she coming back?
Needs to happen.
April.
Oh, it's too far. All right, hold on.
Sweet Christian girl. Lady.
Absolutely.
All right.
Why does that sound so creepy? See, sweet Christian girl.
Isn't he in his 70s or 80s by now?
So ripened.
Oh. Ew. So pure.
Didn't you actually... Don't tell me you didn't hear that coming next, though.
That's
in that creepy voice.
Oh, my God.
Girl. Lady.
Absolutely.
All right. Do you see anything in porn that attracts you at all?
Big dicks. What if she said that?
This is so creepy sounding. He's such a pervert.
You know he watches porn. You know he does.
No, Pat. These questions that you ask me, I'm like, really?
I'm trying to get your attitude.
No, that is not an issue for me. Thank you very much.
It's boring.
Ash, it's boring. You're watching the wrong porn, buddy.
Nah, I think
it's boring.
He might have seen one porn film, and it might have been like something involving dogs or something.
Boring. This guy's obviously not a man.
Yeah.
For some people...
All right, the thing that shocks me
Okay, you have two people. You have this woman here who can't even discuss porn. That's how uncomfortable she is. Well, again, she is looking at a 90-year-old crypt keeper, so.
Dirty old man brings it up.
Some people... All right, the thing that shocks me, we always thought this was a male thing.
Yeah.
A boy thing, a guy thing. Yeah. But now, it looks like 30% of women are involved in pornography.
Yeah.
Pornography? What did you call it?
Pornography.
Author, kind of a little housewifey type.
Yeah.
Who,
I thought he was going to say a little house...
bitch. I thought he was a little housey bitch. Or cunt. A little housey cunt. I'm like, oh, Jesus, Pat. Simmer down.
It doesn't look like some glamour queen or something out of,
But you know what, Pat? This summer, the big book...
Did he just put her down? He said she didn't look like some glamour queen. She's just a housewife. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Isn't what that...
that's the demographic, but that's the demographic as well, though, right? Of 50 Shades of Grey, it's a suburban women who stay at home, right?
Yeah, but that's what Christians want.
It's 50 Shades of
Christian Grey.
That's what I'm getting ready to introduce.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me let you talk. But it's true. 50 Shades of Grey. Everybody was reading the trilogy.
This woman is kind of like a housewife in some little town in England or wherever it is. 50 Shades of Grey. You
might want to do your research, Pat. If you're going to talk on she's like a housewife somewhere. Like, dude, come on. You're talking on national television. At least know your facts. Say her name. I mean, they're kind of a news organization, sadly. It's kind of a news commentary show with religious tones. Mm-hmm. Know your facts, dude.
Fastest selling paper book of all time, and the book's erotic content is,
and that's just not right, because it should be the good Lord's book should be
the Bible.
The fastest selling book in the world should be the Bible, not this smut, Tony.
Somebody called it mommy porn, and while most people think of pornography as something men struggle with, a third of them.
Come on, struggle, dude. Listen, it's a form of entertainment. Yes, it can be addicting, and it can be unhealthy, like many other things in our life.
Of the millions of Americans who watch porn are
women.
Yes.
Who thought? I mean, that's I never would have thought. Yeah.
They're getting addicted to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Little housewifey type. So there's words of wisdom, and he's trying to actually understand it. Like, he does not why is he on a commentary show, and why is he religious? Okay, listen, if you're in a religion, shouldn't you be able to reason and kind of find common ground with the people that you're talking to, so you can actually find or give reasonable advice?
No. Pat Robertson, he's basically trying to compare and associate everything to the Bible. The bottom line is, he was titillated after reading 50 Shades of Grey. You could hear in his voice.
Well, I think
it's a mommy porn. I wish they would start reading this at Mass, so I can go full Mass, if you get my meaning, young boys. 50 Shades of Boys is what I want them
for whatever
to read.
reason, I'm picturing
50 Shades of Boys.
I'm not picturing Pat Robertson anymore. I'm
50
picturing
Shades of Assholes.
I'm picturing Emperor
50
Palpatine.
Shades.
Oh, jeez.
Unlimited power. Oh. Young Eddie that tried the Jedi or tried to take over. Pat Robertson and Emperor are all one person.
I'm telling you, you take a look at Pat Robertson and you put the black cape over him, bingo. Palpatine.
I wouldn't say. I'd say I could see that. I can see that. All right, you know what? We need to go to a break right now, because we have to stick true to our break. So we got to go to a quick break. We'll be right back. Listen to this. The universe of Rain Man never stops. Bookmark rainmanwashhere.com/rainmanchannel001. Listen to the current week's show on replay anytime on the 24-hour channel. Rain Man Channel 001.
I'm just saying.
The gorilla.
Christ.
You must follow us to the diamond mines. Tim Curry.
Yeah, but they're 7 inches. And hold on. The average condom length is 7 inches.
Okay.
So
the average length of a man over there is what?
Well, in the Congo, it's 7 inches. Let me find out what Ugandan penis
Okay,
size
now you
is.
got to remember, is this flaccid?
That's what I was going to ask.
No, this is hard.
Okay.
This is hard.
Well,
what did you Google to find that information?
You need to share it with. You need to share it with Mickey.
Well, you guys want to know the hard truth about penis size around the world?
Tell us the hard truth, Brian. I want the hard truth on dick size. If you know it, you can take my meeting, sir.
Brian Smith thrusts himself into facts.
Brian with nightly news.
God damn it, it's in centimeters. I can't read this shit.
Giving it to us straight and hard.
Google a conversion system. You can find the length of hard dicks all across the world, and you can't convert centimeters into inches.
Relive your favorite moments with shows from the archives and be entertained.
You didn't know this, dude?
No, I love Rodriguez, and she's putting fucking Lady Gaga.
I think she's gonna do scenes are already filmed, dude. They put out the movie poster's been out all over the net for a week.
All right, give me some music. Give me some music.
What kind of music?
I need some music. Lady Gaga music.
Oh, Jesus.
And give me an echo too.
We're gonna try this again.
Yes, I need an echo. I got it. Hello, 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 my little monsters.
Don't yell though.
I have just been cast in a movie by the director of movies such as El Mariachi, Desperado, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, that movie with Frodo and Usher that made no sense.
What?
So, I don't know, Lady Gaga, go dress in an egg suit. Is she going to dress as an egg suit and Michelle's going to stab the shit out of her and serve her up as an omelet? I hope. Bookmark RainManWasHere.com/RainManChannel001 and look for the Rain Man app coming soon to your app store.
And now, two gangster nerds fight over a game of Xbox.
Fucking with you anymore. Right here. Anymore nothing, nigga. I fixed the Xbox. It's my turn. It's my turn, nigga. Watch out. I'm not playing with your ass. Watch out. Here. No. Fuck this. Hell no. Watch out. Fuck away, do this shit. No. Me fixing shit. That. No. It's your turn. No. Nigga, watch out. Right here. You're not getting shit. Move, nigga. You're on my fucking nerves right now. I don't give a shit, nigga. It's my turn. Watch out. Right here. No. Watch out. No. Get out of my room, nigga. No. Get out of my room. No. It's my turn. Get out of my room. Play. Fine, and I'm taking this shit too. No, you're not, nigga. Yes, I am, nigga. No. Nigga, we gonna end up fighting this motherfucking Xbox. You get over me, nigga. Oh, hell no. No, you ain't. Nigga, move. Fuck you. Nigga. Ryan. What you? Get the fuck, nigga. No, nigga.
Oh, God, that's funny. Oh, that's good stuff.
The Rain Man Show. Calling it like we see it.
49% geek and 1% douche. All you Android phone users out there now have a reason to rejoice. The new Rain Man digital app is now available in the Google Play Store. Simply search Rain Man Digital and download the app today for free. And now you could take the entire Rain Man Digital Network anywhere you go. Supernatural: The Crossroads, The Rain Man Show, Star Wars: From the Back to Tank, Critique Revolve, and Weird West Radio, all in this app. Also, we have our two 24-hour radio channels, RM001 and Crossroads 003, also included in the app. So when we broadcast live, you can now listen to our live broadcast directly from this app. Go to the Google Play Store and download Rain Man Digital. Just search Rain Man Digital and start listening.
You're listening to the all-new Rain Man 001 on Rain Man Digital.
Hey yo, doctor, here's another proper track, and it's fat. Watch the sniper, time to pay the piper, and let that real shit provoke. See, you wanna be low, then you.
All right, we're back. Rain Man Show, Rain Man Digital. You can find all of our shows past and present on the Stitcher app. Just search Rain Man. All right. Sorry about those breaks. I hate going to breaks at a set time, but as we said to you guys last show, we have to be a little more, I guess, careful, more precise. We should make all of you listeners happy in the end, because this means that we're trying to set things up so that we can have an easy transition over to whatever may happen with our show, Tony. As we, alluded to previously, we got to make sure you guys are ready to go and prepared for advertisers.
Taking it to the next level.
Right, the next level, correct. And that's also a reminder, guys, listen, if you guys listen on TuneIn, don't forget to actually sit on the channel. Don't be afraid to sit on the channel like you would do radio from back in the day. Even if you're not listening, go to the TuneIn app, click Rain Man Digital, or, of course, on our app. But listen to our channel and just leave it on for a couple hours a day. Even if you're not listening to a new show or whatnot, it helps us out, because I'm actually trying to get us syndicated through a few various internet sites that need us to be at a specific number of hours a day. And we actually we're right at that. We're teetering on the edge of getting where we need to be. We're actually doing really, really well. But you guys can help by just sitting on the channel and listening and helping our listening hours go up every day. Believe me, even if you just do it 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, it helps. And I'd greatly appreciate if everybody can start doing that. Again, that's on TuneIn. Just search Rain Man.
Cool.
Yeah. So a man, this is actually pretty funny. A man who believes he is a werewolf. The story got bigger than I even thought. Who believes he was a werewolf, killed a vampire, found guilty of murder. Of course, he was found guilty.
Legit.
Yeah. Well, you know what? The first time we hear the topic or the headline, we snicker and we want to mock the guy. But what if?
Well, vampires and werewolves don't get along.
Exactly. So what if, we got swept up into some ancient, rival between werewolf and vampire? What if he's right? What if he is a werewolf?
It's like the very first instance of Blood and Crips.
So dumb.
I mean, seriously. I mean, come on. I mean, it's like colors. It's colors.
Cut that bitch off.
Are you calling them colored?
Yeah. No. It's a long ago movie that involved the Bloods and the Crips.
Yeah, I remember that movie. Yeah. It was a good movie. Yeah. Sean Penn and Robert Duvall.
Yeah, now it's vampires and werewolves.
Yeah, they're the new Bloods and Crips. Okay, so a California man is guilty of murder in a bizarre case wherein the suspect claimed he was a werewolf who killed a vampire. The man, Mark Andrews, 51, went to his neighbor's home and fatally shot her in the doorway with a rifle, a jury determined Friday.
I know. I don't buy it now. If he killed her with a rifle, then...
Well, was it a silver bullet?
Yeah,
at least?
I'm going, no, that's not how you kill a vampire.
Not at all.
Yeah, credibility's already, zero.
Yeah. And he didn't, rip her out her throat or anything.
Did he glitter? Also, did the vampire glitter?
Yeah, so hold on a second here. I'm trying to pull up audio, too. He says, Andrews pleaded insanity in 2013 for the killing of 52-year-old Colleen Bargain Millbury.
That sounds vampire-ish, all right?
Yeah.
Transylvania. I didn't realize that was a common name in Transylvania.
I'm disappointed, defense attorney Ian told the station. Mark is a very sick man, and when I told the jury I believed he wasn't a murderer, I believe that. Carolyn Murphy, a forensic psychologist who interviewed Andrew, said in court last Tuesday that Andrew has schizophrenia. Oh, so in his mind, he really was a fucking werewolf fighting a vampire, because they believe those stories in their minds are legit.
I'm telling you.
So he was a vampire.
So in essence, he really was a werewolf. Okay, so he also believes he is a werewolf who was sent on a mission by God to kill what he believed to be a vampire, Murphy said in testimony.
I didn't know if that was that in the Bible. Can you tell me which book that's in?
Let me get Pat Robertson here. Hold on a second. No, actually, if you look at Annie, there we go. I got it. The werewolves themselves are also a form of demonic repression and possession. So if he was in fact a werewolf, he would not have been sent by God on a mission. So he's definitely guilty. Plus, I need to ask him a few of my own questions if he actually watches pornography on a regular basis.
Unlimited power.
Unlimited power. Let's see here. This is not the first time Andrews became suspicious of his neighbors.
Really?
This guy had a whole scenario.
He's been scoping him out.
It might be kind of fun to be schizophrenic if you think about it. You imagine, man, living all these fantasies. You could be you could be boning hot chicks too in a space station with some hot, Cylon chicks for all we know. You imagine that if you unraveled that type of story in your head? You're like the king of the Cylons. You're just boning Caprica 6 all day.
Where is CNN on this?
That's a great schizophrenic dream. What would be your schizophrenic dream, Maggie? Let's get you involved in the show.
I would be an alien searching for a lizard.
Oh, Jesus.
Cut that bitch out!
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah, that's terrible. Thank you. Yeah. News lady says jiggaboo.
Is that word
did you
still being
hear about
used?
that?
I
Is
saw
that word
it.
still being used nowadays?
Wait, you actually saw it live when she said it? No, it's from Cleveland. How did you see it live? You don't watch Cleveland news. Why are you trying to lie? I think you're a liar, Maggie. I think it's all the porn you watch. I think it's the porn.
No, actually, I didn't see it.
All the porn you watch. All the porn that you're addicted to. 30% of all women.
I am the 30% of the women.
Is Jigaboo in 50 Shades of Grey?
All right, here we go. A news anchor, Christy Capel, calls Lady Gaga Jigaboo music. Let's listen to this.
To the sound of music afterwards, Julie Andrews joined her on stage, gave her a hug, and called it wonderful.
It was wonderful.
It's very impressive, though, isn't it?
It's hard to really hear her voice.
Lady Gaga.
With all the jigaboo music that she does, whatever you want to call it. Jigaboo.
She has a nice voice.
I just like... What the hell is that noise?
Apparently,
I'm listening to... We're listening to water as well. Interesting. Let's start that over.
Tribute to the sound of music afterwards, Julie Andrews joined her on stage, gave her a hug, and called it wonderful.
It was wonderful.
It's very impressive, though, isn't it?
It's hard to really hear her voice.
Lady Gaga.
With all the jigaboo music that she does, whatever you want to call it. Jigaboo.
Yeah, she has a nice voice.
All jigaboos have nice voices.
Come on. You got to know what jigaboo... In this time, day, and era, and she's a young lady. She looks a little ethnic herself.
Maybe
she knows what jigaboo is. You don't know what jigaboo is? It's a racial slur for black people. Are you being serious? You don't know what a jigaboo is? Do you know
it wouldn't surprise me.
What about a moon cricket? Do you know what a moon cricket is, Maggie?
Yes.
You racist son of a bitch.
It would not surprise me if the younger generation weren't familiar with the terms back then that the the white man used at the turn of the century.
White man. You really, Maggie, you really don't know.
No, I do. I'm just joking.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm trying to save face for these people.
I think after she said it, she might have had a clue that she said it. I don't think she did it on purpose.
But then why did she say it twice?
Because I think she might be slightly racist. You don't just... Why would that even... Unless, you know how sometimes, again, live... We've all done live shows, and we know what live shows do.
You say stupid
sometimes
things.
You don't realize what you're saying because you're just fumbling for something to say.
Yeah.
And I almost feel that she was just kind of fumbling for something to say, and that made sense to her, and then she realized, oh shit, I just said jigaboo.
I found a definition, the official definition.
Okay, what is the definition?
The official definition of a jigaboo is a really dark-skinned black person with strong negroid features.
Negroid?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Negroid?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that like a robot black person?
Yeah,
I am a negroid.
This is from UrbanDictionary.com. And, it says, features.
What?
For example, big lips.
Oh, Jesus.
Wide nose.
Stop being such a pussy.
And nappy hair.
Oh.
And they even have examples of how you could use the word.
Give us some examples.
This apparently is taken from a sorority chant.
What?
A sorority chant.
No.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Okay, read me some of the examples of what you can do.
Stop it!
Zetified beat, weak as a flea, belong in a zoo, those jigaboos.
Oh, Jesus. Is this a racist rap song or something?
I don't know if this is for real or anything
sorority.
like that. It says that from the Spike Lee movie School Days.
Oh.
The light-skinned sorority sisters
there you go.
refer to the darker sisters of a different sorority as ugly jigaboos.
You idiot!
That's so bad.
Huh.
Yeah. So
give us is there any other examples there?
And that's the only one that they have here.
Spell jigaboo, please.
The word jigaboo is spelled J-I...
No, don't look. Can you spell it without looking?
Oh, yeah.
How do you spell it?
Jiggaboo.
You're so racist.
Hey, I'm just keeping up my quota.
Imagine if somebody put that into like a spelling bee. I'm like, the word is, and the person didn't know it. The
national spelling
bee. The word
bee.
is jigaboo.
Can you give it to me in a sentence?
Yeah. Can you please form that in a sentence, please?
That jigaboo ran off with my money.
You son of a bitch.
And next thing you know, Jiggaboo.
Jigaboo.
Ding.
Jesus.
Can you imagine? No, seriously, if that word somehow got into like the national spelling bee.
Or they
What the fuck did I do wrong?
A racist spelling bee.
Oh man. So
spell moon cricket.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Oh boy, you opened up a door.
Yeah, this is you.
Yeah. Music that she does, whatever you want to call it. Jiggaboo.
Yeah, she has a nice voice.
She's a gorgeous voice.
And I would like to say that her co-anchor is a black man. Okay?
Aww.
And his reaction was like, you look at his face, he's like, oh shit, like, I'm just going to laugh and pretend nothing happened.
He's
like,
going to wait until the break and then slap the bitch.
Yeah,
crazy.
well, she did offer an apology.
Okay, fair enough.
I think I have it here. I hope, if I did my show notes correctly here.
Patty, thank you. I just want to take a moment to address a comment that I made yesterday that got a lot of attention.
You idiot!
It's important for me to let you know that I deeply regret my insensitive comment, and I truly did not know the meaning of the word.
You idiot!
And would never intentionally use such hurtful language. I sincerely apologize for using that language and promise to learn from this, and I hope you will give me that chance.
Yeah, it's just one of those unfortunate things that happen, and it happens to everybody. And I've been working with you for 3 years, so I think
this guy wants to get in her panties so bad. He's like, it's okay, it's okay.
Is she hot?
Yeah,
is she hot?
It's okay, baby. You know, I forgive you.
No.
I want to get in your panties, girl.
The key is she hot?
She's attractive.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
I think apology accepted.
If she was ugly, if she was ugly, you don't accept her apology.
Let's just face it. There's some people who probably would think like that.
Hey, listen. If someone wants to call me a spick mick and she's hot, oh, you fucking spick mick, I'll be like, sweet.
Know your heart, and I know you didn't.
I know your heart and your panties,
and I also know your family.
Yeah, I do.
And you and your whole family came to my ordination at inner city church in the city of Cleveland. And
it's so stupid how they have to bring up church. That was all orchestrated.
Is she going to break down or whatever?
This dude got a raise. If he's not fucking her or wants to fuck her, he got a raise. The network said, dude, can you come back on her behalf and apologize and back her up?
This is just like I had Thanksgiving dinner with them.
Yeah, I had
a great time. So I know that you didn't mean it, and so my thing is it's you learn from it, you move on, and
bitch, you better suck my dick later.
I think it's time for just to forgive and move
all
on.
Sucking.
And my prayer is that our viewers forgive and move on because she's a good girl. She really, really is.
Look at that. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. She really is.
All right. Yeah. Way to go. Set it up.
I think
set it up. Knock it down. He set up the pins and he's ready to get the strike. There ain't no spare coming here. It's going to be a full strike.
He's a little bit of Pat Robertson there too, with that little. She's a good girl.
He started to sound a little bit creepy.
Yeah.
Like
yes. Like oh yeah, he's a good girl, aren't you?
Yeah, we're gonna wait until.
Yeah. Right.
It's just a thing because she's a good girl. She really, really is, and I know you wouldn't say anything like that, knowing.
Yeah.
That, right. It's just but things happen. But hey.
High five.
Creepy ass boy.
High five. High five.
That's the most uncomfortable apology ever. If I was a viewer and I was black, I would just be like, dude, don't fucking apologize. What's up with these soulless apologies? Like, I don't understand why people need to do it. Like, just say, hey, you know what? It was a mistake. I don't speak like that in real life. And I get it. It's television. She should be like, listen, I'll never again ad-lib or deviate from the fucking prompt for the teleprompter.
No.
And you guys got to remember, these people are idiots. These are functioning idiots. And I'm sorry, news people out there, but they are. It's a known fact that anchors, why do you think they made an entire comedy movie about anchors? Okay? Anchorman with Will Ferrell. Yes, it was parody and it was comedic and it was exaggerated. Why do you think they did it? Why do you think they did that joke where he says, go fuck yourself, San Diego? Because they are actors, brainless actors that read for a living. And you always have mistakes when they start trying to be like all casual and they start ad-libbing. There's always mistakes that come out almost all the time.
That I made yesterday that got a lot of attention. It's important for me to let you know that I deeply regret.
She's wearing like a baggy ass shirt too. I think she should have worn like a really skin tight shirt, pushed the boobs up a little bit. I think people would have been more acceptable, or they would have been more accepting of her apology.
I
right?
would have said it would have been like apology accepted much faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony, if you were ever forced to apologize for something you said in the show, how would that, like, for example, with Jiggaboo? Okay, let's say you said Jiggaboo. How would your apology go?
Well, first of all, I put on the sexiest outfit that I could think of.
This is radio. This is radio. We can't see it, Tony.
He needs to feel sexy, okay?
Yeah, I need to like reach out to the masses and just like like pull onto their strings. Like maybe bring along like a puppy or a baby, and show it, like holding the puppy and the baby and just like telling the world, I made a mistake, I have sinned and I ask for your forgiveness, Lord. No,
actually, don't.
I did not have any sexual relations with that woman.
I want you to give me an actual apology. Like, apologize. Say, but let's pretend this is real. Okay. Don't pretend you're not. Pretend you're talking to the masses. Pretend there's a camera in front of you, because there kind of is. Don't look at the camera, but just say, you know what? The other day. All right, and action.
Brothers and sisters.
Such an ass. You have just been accused of being racist, Tony, because you said the word Jiggaboo like the anchor from Colorado. Pretend you're her.
Okay. Brothers and sisters, last night I made a...
Are you talking to the black people by saying brothers and sisters?
I'm reaching out to the masses. Like, I'm trying to relate to them. I'm trying to show some relation. So let me apologize.
I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Okay, here we go.
Fucking thing sucks.
Okay, take 3. Brothers and sisters.
All right, go.
I have made a fatal mistake last night with my words directed towards jigaboos and fisting.
Oh, what does that mean?
I asked. I would never ever fist a jigaboo.
Oh, okay, that's enough. Game over.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
We can't have nice things.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, this brought up a bunch of stuff, though, because isn't there a Disney song called Jiggaboo?
No.
I'm pretty sure there is. Like,
I think you got that all mixed up with Zippity Doodah.
No, hold on. It's like we had a song when we were kids. It's from Mouser Size. When we were
kids.
Is it Mouser
No
Size?
way.
I thought it was.
That's more recent.
No, when we were kids, we had. Oh, it could be from Jungle Book. Let me Google it. Hold on.
Where the monkey is singing.
That's Jungle Book, maybe.
How do you spell Mouser Size?
Mouser Size. MOUSE.
Okay, here. Yeah, when we were kids, there was a song we used to dance to when I was like 5 or 6, and my mom got us the Mouser Size album when we were kids. That's like, what, 20-some years ago. Hold on, let me see.
Holy.
Hi, Vicky! What's mouse
Come on, mouse exercise with me. Why does everybody get like a grin on their face now?
It's Disney.
Are we all kids? Like, we love it. As soon as you hear it, we get a smile on our face. I wish the camera was on Maggie because she's like ear to ear right now.
Back then, this was so cool, but now it's like, it's creepy watching adolescents work out in front of you.
Come on, Tony. This is what the exercise.
Well, I'm listening for the jiggaboo.
Come on, put your arms out. I think this is the song. They say it's like at the end where they say jig jigga jig jigga jigga boo, jig jigga jig jigga jigga boo. I'm pretty sure they do. I probably should have looked it up. This is why I need an intern. Another one, since Dustin graduated.
Skip, skip, skip. Stop your tummy. Reach up to the sky.
I don't think this is it.
Yeah, I don't think this is it.
Yeah, no.
All right, well, I heard it somewhere. Let me... oh, you know, it's not Jigaboo. Hold on, mouse size. I think it's called something else. Jesus, am I the racist? I could have swore when I heard that. That's what I always since I was a kid, I thought this is what it was. Okay, you know what? It's not Jigaboo.
Oh.
Jesus. This is the song I was thinking. I don't know how I got. Hold on.
This is terrible.
This is from the Mousercise album.
What exercise is it?
Okay. Bugaboo. That's not even close. I thought it's the Bugaboo. I always thought it was Jigaboo. No wonder kids looked at me weird when I was on the playground and I was singing this song.
You're singing it. Wow.
Wow.
That's not how the song goes, mister.
Jig, jigga, jig, jigga, jigga, boo.
That's what I thought they were saying.
Jig, jigga, jig, jigga, jigga, boo.
Oh, Jesus. I always thought this was... I thought, you know, Disney's known for being slightly racist.
I'm trying to find the Jungle Book racism because there is something, right?
I'm very sorry for singing Jigaboo right now, guys.
You need to make an apology right now.
You want me to make the apology for you?
Yeah, go ahead, Tony.
Okay.
And take 4.
Brothers and sisters, I have a close friend of mine. His name is Michael Flores. And he has a problem.
Stop it!
He has a problem associating the word jigaboo with adolescent songs
You're
from
a fucking
Disney.
choir boy compared to me. A choir boy!
As you all know, there is no difference, or is there? There is a difference between the word bugaboo and jigaboo.
Oh, God. Oh, all right, can we move past this? Jesus. Any excuse Tony could get to get away with racist jokes, he'll jump at it in a heartbeat.
You know this, and you put it on him.
You gave me the gun. I used it.
All right, here we go. On that note, let's do a live read real fast here. Oh, Adam and Eve, everybody. Adam and Eve. Let me ask you a question, Tony. Are you getting enough? I bet you'd love more, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, adamandeve.com wants to give you more with 10 free gifts. First, you'll get a sexy surprise for her. Second, a specially selected toy for him. And third, a little something we know you'll both enjoy. Plus, you'll get 6, sorry.
Oh, don't shortcut me.
Yeah, 6 full-length adult movies on DVD. And number 10, free shipping and on your entire order.
Where do I sign up?
So what do you have to do to get your 10 free gifts? It's not hard, Tony.
It should be.
Well, let's do the bugaboo.
Just go to adamandeve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, a sexy piece of lingerie, if you're into that, or anything you desire. Just enter offer code RAINMAN at checkout, and you'll get all 10 free gifts. Go check out adamandeve.com today. Select one item, get 10 free gifts, including free shipping when you enter offer code RAINMAN. That's RAINMAN at adamandeve.com. All right, that's enough. You love that. Everybody loves Disney. Come on now. Who doesn't?
I can't believe you. You mixed those.
I know. I'm ashamed. It's all these jigaboos.
It was creepy because, like, he talks low, but with that subject, it was more sexual.
I talk low all the time, but when you talk about pornography...
It's boring.
Oh, it's boring. Although, how do I know it's boring unless I've sat down and watched it?
Repent for that.
And in order for something to get boring, Tony, you must have to watch it for quite some time. Because listen here, I'm not sitting there for 30 seconds and like, oh, I'm so bored. No, you're sitting there for like 15, 20 minutes and you get bored. Like, come on, you don't...
Maybe it's boring because that's not his thing. He likes little boys.
Yeah. Oh, now, if you put in a little bit of babysitter porn, but the babysitter's really a boy dressed up as an aging 700 Club's news religious commentator like me, and then you put a little boy in there, guess what? I'm going to be very happy, and it will not be boring.
It will not.
And I'm going to show him all 50 shades of my asshole.
It will not surprise me if that behind closed doors, Pat Robertson enjoys...
Behind the back door, you mean, Tony?
Yeah, he enjoys jiggaboo porn.
Oh, bring it back.
Yes. Bring me back to Titanic.
All right. We should probably go to a quick break. You know what? I think we need to go to a break again. We're at 55 minutes. Let's go early. Okay. We'll come back and we'll finish up the show. All right. We'll be right back.
When we're rocking the place, get down, get down, get down.
Hey everybody, just a reminder, you can help the Rain Man Show by leaving us a review. Every review left helps our show get seen by more people. A lot of time, money, and effort is being put into this network, and you can do your part by just leaving a quick review. Go to Stitcher.com, type in Rain Man Digital, and start typing away. I will be forever grateful. And thank you for listening to Rain Man Digital.
You're listening to the all-new Rain Man 001 on Rain Man Digital.
All right, we are back. Rain Man Show on Rain Man Digital. RainManWasHere.com. Make sure you download our app. How many more things can I cram down your throats in this one little bit? AdamandEve.com. AdamandEve.com. Oh, man. Yeah. Gotta love some Metallica. So, Michelle Rodriguez, I guess she addressed the Green Lantern rumors. There were rumors going around that she was going to be in the Green Lantern, I guess, reboot.
Goodness.
Yeah. Am I the only one that thinks she's hot?
No.
She's kind of hot.
No. I'd let her hit on me.
She has well, she would too. You would have you would have a better chance than I do. Like, she has a great, not to sound creepy, she has a great body. Pat Robertson here. From now on, I'm just going to switch to that voice.
Yeah, there you go. Whenever when you discuss beautiful people, go into Pat Robertson mode.
She's hot.
Yeah, she is.
I don't know why, because you look at her, she's not the traditional hot chick, but like you look at her and like, yeah, she's hot. Yeah. So, all right. So Michelle Rodriguez, I guess, addressed the Green Lantern rumors. And it ended up being just fantastic, what she said. You actually posted this on your Facebook as well.
Oh, yeah. You know, like she just, stop, like, using the like the white superheroes.
Right. Don't jump ahead, Tony. You apologize. I should mean apologies for jumping ahead.
Brothers and sisters.
Okay, stop. All right, so speculation has popped up over the past few weeks that Warner Brothers and DC may look at casting a woman as Green Lantern in the forthcoming Justice League and solo films, specifically a minority woman known well by fans of the action and sci-fi genre, Furious 7's Michelle Rodriguez. As The Hollywood Reporter notes, TMZ caught up with the actress on the streets of LA and asked her about the potential casting. Rodriguez laughed off the rumor as the dumbest thing I've heard, before adding, I think it's so stupid. The whole minorities in Hollywood thing, it's so stupid. It's like, stop stealing all the white people superheroes. Make up your own. Now, a lot of people were kind of offended by that comment. Not the white people, but Mexican folks were a little offended, like, oh, you should not have said that. You're not backing up your people, yada, 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 yada. She then issued a video where she explained what she meant. And it's fucking genius.
Like,
here, I'm going to read exactly what she said, okay? Because I'm messing up here. After apologizing for any offense she caused, she explained, instead of turning a girl character into a guy, or instead of turning a white character into a black character or a Latin character, I think people should stop being lazy, and people in Hollywood should just take the time to develop their own mythology. And I agree with that. Instead of just, you're not doing it, you're not being fair when you're just filling a quota. Like, it doesn't mean shit. The point of putting a Mexican person in a role is not, hey, we have Mexicans, we like black people, we like Mexicans, we like Asians, let's throw them everywhere. We're going to turn this character female because we want to be more fair to the female gender. No, it's about be fair. You're not, that's the problem I've been bitching about for this past year. The new thing is strong female characters. Well, make strong female characters. Be more true to yourself when you're writing a story, and female characters will just be strong naturally. But when you just force it, what you end up getting is the same character in every single TV show. And you've been seeing the same character, the angry girl with the chip on her shoulder who's basically a man and without a dick, men. And she hates men. Like, that's not a strong female lead. That's a cliche stereotype of a woman, how guys think women are. That's lazy. That's lazy writing. Instead, fully develop a show surrounding a minority, surrounding a, I hate that word, minority, so surrounding a Mexican, surrounding a black person, surrounding a woman. And then guess what? You're going to have a better packaged product rather than just saying, hey, you know what? Instead of making something new that would actually make sense for this character to be Mexican and actually have, a purpose and actually have maybe possibly even a message of sorts and actually be fair and true to this whatever culture, then guess what? Go and write something rather than just saying, hey, white person, you're black. White person, you're Mexican.
No, I think that, really
she has a legit. She's right on point.
It really spawns off the fact, and you mentioned it, how lazy the creative powers are in Hollywood, not just in movies, but also now in comic books, where it's easier to take something that is existing, give it a spin. Let's make Green Lantern a Hispanic female instead of the usual Hal Jordan.
And what's the reason for it? Give us a reason. It would be instead of just doing it, actually write this character and be true to their culture. If you really care, Hollywood, you really care. If you really care about the black people and the Mexicans and all these and the female or the woman gender, whatever I guess female is now an offensive word to use to some women. But if you really want to be fair, then actually take time out and write something with some real backstory. Be creative.
They just want to go out there, grab whatever audience is willing to pay for it.
Right. Whatever the hot topic is.
Yeah, whatever. Like if all of a sudden, like, the gay audience is going to spend a lot more money if we give them a gay character.
Yeah.
Or, you know what? Let's go. The biggest talk now is, like, more equality for females. So let's go ahead and let's push this female character onto them just so that we could, like...
it's not a light switch that you can just turn on and say, hey, ta-da, we now have a female lead.
And then they shove it down your throat, and it's insulting that they make these women that way.
There is no originality, unfortunately. No. There really is no originality. I mean, it's been like that from a movie standpoint, and right now it's sort of like becoming like that in now the comic book world.
That's
sad. Like, and like now you have the Avengers, and you have, like, Batman versus Superman, those movies, they're big blockbusters. So it's like, you know, like they're trying to spin any way that they can to get the maximum audience, like not just the traditional white TV or
it's transparent.
Yeah.
Bottom line is transparent, and that was her whole entire point. Yeah, Don't be lazy, Hollywood.
Exactly.
Right, Michelle Rodriguez. She's basically saying, write me a badass Hispanic character that makes sense. Don't just turn my character into being a woman. Like, give me a. I actually admire that.
Well,
be creative with my role.
Well, that's what she has based her career on too. Yeah. So it's kind of funny that they would ask her to do such a shallow role.
Well, I guess she's saying it's not true, the rumor, but
it's probably somebody mentioned it at some Hollywood party, and you know, like, and then next thing you know, like,
or someone like, oh, she'd be great in that.
Yeah, next thing you know, it gets mentioned in the press, and
goes like wildfire.
Hey, because, you know, like nowadays they say, hey, you know, Hispanic, female, that's the hot thing going now.
Right,
let's go let's see if we could tap that audience for their money.
But getting back to Arrow for a moment, they released the information, the press release from WB, basically giving us the details of this new spinoff. These TV, God, I'm addicted to television, man. I can't sleep, you know, because I work all day and then I stay up late all hours of the night catching up on TV shows. I go to the gym, and guess what I do at the gym now? Guess what I do at the gym? I watch more TV on my phone while I'm working out.
You just said it right there. You know, you just said it a moment ago. TV is much better than movies nowadays.
Really is,
which is sort of sad.
Yeah,
yeah, but no. I mean, what's the spinoff that you're about to talk about?
Well, okay, so we already know for quite some time, because at the upfronts a couple months ago, the WB execs, you know, straight up said that they will be doing another spinoff from the Arrow Flash world, the universe they're creating, which, man, I can't think of or pinpoint a better spin-off franchise in television history besides possibly Star Trek. Okay? Mm-hmm. I mean, Arrow and Flash, I'll be honest with you, I probably wouldn't even watch Flash or have watched Flash if it wasn't connected to Arrow. Now I'm enjoying it because it's part of the same world, and now they're doing it again. Now, if you watch Arrow and Flash, Tony, you can see how they throw in all these side characters, these kind of C-list, B-list superheroes, and you're like, man, they're really throwing in these people, and it sucks because it would be awesome to see, you know, a spinoff on all of them. But you already know they're not going to happen. The WB or the CW channel can't turn into the spinoff network, or everything they do is spinoffs.
You don't want to overdo it.
Right. So what they're doing is their third spinoff, or their third installment of their own little DC WB world they're creating. It goes the Flash, and then or Arrow, the Flash, and now they're releasing something. There isn't a name of it quite yet, but it's going to be an ensemble cast. It is not going to be just one hero. It's going to be almost their version of, from what I was reading, of like an Avenger storyline. So they're going to take multiple characters that you've seen in Flash, multiple characters you see in Arrow, and put them into their own show. That's effing brilliant, man.
You know,
I didn't even think, it's so simplistic. I did not even think that that's a possibility.
They used to do stuff like that in the comic book world.
That's why it's awesome. Yeah. It's like a real live action comic book. The crossovers. That's why I don't bitch. A lot of people. So there's some people kind of a backlash now on people complaining, but why is everything connected? I know Lance was one of those people, and I highly respect Lance's opinion, but he was one of the people who, one of our listeners, Lance and friends, he complained a couple weeks ago about the connection of the universes, and I totally get his point, but if it's done right and correctly, it could be a great thing. And
that's the key.
Isn't that the heart of comic books too? The crossovers?
Yeah, just to see these characters interact.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they're technically all in the same universe, so why not why not let's see Arrow and Flash.
Arrow!
Let's see, you know, like some of the lesser characters come together and all that, you know? Like
yeah, so I'm really stoked. And the fact that, okay, you know the cast, okay, number one, A-list celebrity, man. A-list talent, Brandon Routh. Okay? Is going to be in this. Obviously is the Atom, and we've seen him in Arrow popping up. And then Wentworth Miller, who is the dude from Prison Break.
Yep.
And he's also been in Flash now. So he'll be the villain of this show. Love him. So great. And that little Prison Break spinoff they did, or that Prison Break reunion in Flash a few episodes ago, where they had both characters. Who was the guy that played? What character did he play? The fire guy?
The Captain Cold.
No, Captain Cold, and then the other one. There was a
Heat Wave.
Heat Wave. Okay, both those guys are the two main cast members from Prison Break.
I thought that was cool.
And I was like,
thought that was pretty cool to bring them together, you know, and not only that, just bring them together under the show.
They played the similar chemistry that they played on Prison Break.
It's the same thing. Yeah, they didn't just bring them in just to show up in like different storylines. They brought them in to play characters that actually have to interact with each other. That they're in the same group, which I thought they're basically bringing back the key players from Prison Break, play these supervillains now, which is sort of like, wow, like maybe in some alternate universe they broke out of prison to become supervillains.
That's what I felt like it, man. I know a lot of the Prison Break fans were like ecstatic about it. I was giddy as hell. Like, dude, this is awesome because their chemistry was the same, how they interact with each other. So I guess they are calling it. Greg Berlanti tweeted out, yes, we were creating a spinoff from Arrow and The Flash, and couldn't be more excited by the cast signing on. More to come. Hashtag superhero team up. That's kind of the name they're going with right now in a lot of the articles that are being released, or the press releases. I don't know if that's going to be the actual name. That name doesn't really do it for me. Superhero team up. It kind of sounds a little 80s cartoonish, so I don't know.
The title that they usually did back then was often called, I believe, World's Finest.
Oh, okay.
Or like for the Batman fans, there used to be a title that was basically Batman teaming up with a different superhero every single week or month, which is called Brave and the Bold.
Oh, okay.
So, but, like Marvel had theirs, they called it Marvel Team Up.
So I'm super excited about that. Also, the actress that played Mushmouth character, I don't like her. The chick from Arrow that died this season, that played the Canary.
Yep.
I guess she's coming onto the show as well, but she died, so people are kind of wondering if they liked her, so they're possibly bringing her on to do like some other character.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't like her.
Or they'll probably do the same sort of thing and bring her back from the dead, which I don't know.
I hope not. They can't have two canaries unless she ends up not being the canary now.
Yeah.
Well,
it'll be interesting to find out how all this shapes up.
Yeah. All right. Now, something that we've done in the past on Men with No Lives, for all you old school listeners, I'm bringing back a bit that I really enjoy doing, and it really opens up kind of a round table discussion on the topic. And we're going to bring back, we did something called the Men with No Lives Court.
Oh,
but
goodness.
Now,
cool.
We're bringing back the Rain Man Court. It's now called.
Okay.
I'm stealing ideas from myself.
I'll dig it.
So on that note, we have our first case. If you guys remember, we open up a case and decide whether or not the woman should be guilty or not guilty, or if in fact, we can also decide. We make our own decisions. If we were in fact the law or the deciding factors. So on that note, all right, court is now in session. Bailiff. We don't have a bailiff no more. Weren't you the bailiff, Maggie?
No, it was Seth.
Was Seth the bailiff?
Yeah.
We'll pretend we have a bailiff. Please bring out Exhibit A. All right, so Dominatrix. We're going to actually decide this for her. Okay, we're going to decide her fate. A Dominatrix operates a dungeon in Orlando neighborhood.
What's the address?
Does she do fisting?
Oh, I don't think Tony likes that.
Yeah.
Let me turn down this music. It's obnoxious. She operates a dungeon in Orlando. Now, law enforcement investigating a fetish business in residential area. I have Exhibit A is the actual audio file.
Right now. A self-described dominatrix posted this website offering services to her customers. And she says she's doing it in a home located in a quiet Central Florida community. A concerned neighbor contacted Local 6, troubled by the numerous men showing up at the house at night and on weekends. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ginger Gadsden, in for Lisa.
And I'm Matt Austin. Now, as a result of our Local 6 investigation into the...
Okay, so Exhibit A is this video, if you guys are paying attention.
Yes.
Now, we have the first bit of information. Dominatrix woman has been discovered that she operates a business in her home. That's Exhibit A. She operates a business. Now, we got to look at this objectively. It's not, forget for a moment the dominatrix, the sexual fetish side that some people are paranoid about, but the business in a residential area, number one.
Dominatrix, law enforcement is getting involved. The dungeon, as it's called, is located on Grant Street, just south of downtown Orlando. It's not far from ORMC and just a few blocks away.
Shame on the newscaster for adding emphasis on dungeon, because, you know, what are people going to, normal people who don't really understand fetishes like this, they're going to think, oh my God, it's a dungeon, it's dark and dank, and there's water dripping, and there's a woman with a whip, and she's beating people, and she's, right. That's what you think immediately.
Why would they say the name of the street?
Well, that's the news. But what's going to happen is you're going to see a bunch of people just popping in.
Exactly.
Hey, what's good? They just gave her business.
And that's as good as like an advertisement.
Yep.
From Boone High School. Mike DeForest is live in front of...
next to Boone High School. It's next to a high school.
Oh,
the home for us tonight. So, Mike, is it even legal for a dominatrix to accept money for services like this?
The real news should have been, is it legal, not because they're trying to diminish her name. Like, they're trying to slander her. They should have said, is it legal for this woman to operate a business in a residential area? That is what they should have said, not a dominatrix. Because that really is the deciding factor. The deciding factor is the business, not what the business is.
It is, Matt. There is no law prohibiting consenting adults from using whips or restraints on each other, as long as it doesn't cross that fine line into...
Are people really into that, Tony? I mean,
prostitution. Now, if city...
It seems boring to me.
Officials tell me they have had...
Now, it being next to a schoolyard, now that sounds quite fun.
Several complaints from neighbors about activity going on in this house. The owner does not have a business license, and in fact, city officials say they would never even issue a license for the type of business that's reportedly going on here.
Can we talk to you about your business?
I don't understand.
Your dominatrix business?
Oh, no.
Judith Delusne describes herself as a professional dominatrix. On this website featuring photos of the 54-year-old wearing leather outfits and holding whips, she warns potential customers, do not ask for sex. But for $200 an hour, Delusne offers other services, including flogging, torture, heavy electrical stimulation, and corporal punishment.
Oh, man. Electrical stimulation, what the hell is that about?
Hardcore.
I mean, listen, you know, the freak in me immediately will think, yeah, you know what, that might be kind of fun. But I remember, like, you know, I had a girlfriend once who liked to do, like, weird things. Not weird things, just more adventurous things. And, you know, I thought I'd be into the candle wax thing. and you know what is, you know, I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. And she dumps it. I'm like, oh God, it's hot. Game over. I'm done. And, you know, it was fun, but at the same time, I was like, okay, I can't do that again. It's hot. Too hot.
Website also includes photos of her so-called dungeon, a home that sits in a residential area of Orlando.
This is your neighbor across the street.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Emma Scott says the house is usually unoccupied, but there are occasional bursts of activity. So last night we set up...
Yeah, electrical shocks, yelling, screaming.
Our Local 6 cameras. Around 6:20, Delusne enters the house by herself. Then, about a half hour later, a man arrives. We don't know if he's a client or simply a friend.
Oh, simmer
he goes
down.
inside. Roughly...
We know it's a client.
Are they going to go knock on the door now?
Yeah.
Later, the dominatrix emerges to take out a trash can, wearing knee-high boots, similar to the kind seen in her website photographs.
She's hot. Usually, a lot of dominatrix I've come across aren't very attractive. If you remember the ones that Dan wanted to bring onto the Middle Life show, I'm like, oh my God. Like, they were just nasty, disgusting looking. Hey, I paint your fat. Hey.
A few minutes after that, the man leaves the house carrying a bag, followed by Delusine.
I want now the real news, the hard-hitting news would be what's in that fucking bag, right? We need to know.
Dead puppies.
In order to make a final decision whether or not the woman should be able to operate her business.
Who's now changed into different shoes. She gets into her car and drives off to another home she owns, located just 1 block away. That's where we found her.
Can we talk to you about it?
You know what? That's not very nice of them. She obviously was operating a business and then, close by, and now people know, these freak people, the clients, know where she lives. Yeah. Because obviously she was doing that for a reason. She doesn't want her clients knowing.
Yeah.
No, but thank you.
The neighbors are concerned that it's in a residential area.
It's scary because I have a daughter and God knows what guys are going in there and who they are and, what they...
Okay, first off, I'm just going to interject here as the judge in this case. Now, I'm pleading to the court, before we've heard all the evidence. First off, let's just admit, after hearing what we've heard, I don't think this woman needs to worry about her daughter. These guys are getting what they need at this dominatrix, and unless the daughter's going to punch them and electrocute them
and humiliate
them, chances are they're not interested. These guys have very specific needs.
Yeah.
And a lot of these guys aren't deviants in that way.
No.
They go there to get punished for whatever reason, and they're into it. I don't think you have to worry about your daughter.
Predators.
They're not necessarily predators, right?
Yeah.
They're looking for.
Orlando code enforcement officers have been out to this house.
Now, take away what they need, like what you're about to do, and then you might need to worry.
Several times to investigate neighbor complaints, they tell us, but they say every time they've gotten out here, there's been nobody around and they haven't gotten any evidence. And they say they didn't know about that website until we brought it to their attention.
Good job, News. You did a great job ruining someone's business.
Tonight, Central Florida's Vice Squad, the
No opinions.
Bureau of Investigation, tells me that they are now investigating to see whether this dominatrix may have broken any laws. Matt?
Laws of
looking
nature?
at a map.
What's that?
Laws of nature.
So stupid, yeah.
The only thing that they can get her on is not having a business license.
Ah, there you go.
That's it.
Go. Can you imagine applying for a license?
Order, guys, order. We need to wait till we hear all the facts.
Okay. Objection?
High school is only a few blocks away. Does that matter in the investigation?
We don't know. It's hard to say. It is a felony in Florida to operate a, quote, adult entertainment establishment within 25...
This isn't an adult entertainment establishment. This is a service, like no different than a massage therapist or a personal trainer. This isn't an adult entertainment. This isn't, you're not selling pornography. You don't have
one's watching it.
Right. This isn't adult. This isn't a strip club.
500 feet of a school. Now, the question is, does this type of business constitute an adult entertainment establishment?
I'm just going to say right now as the judge that so far, we don't, I would have to say no.
It might, it may not. That is a question that perhaps MBI's attorneys are trying to decipher right now.
Guess we'll have to wait and see. Mike DeForest live for us. Thank you.
Meanwhile, you took away this woman's privacy while you're trying to figure out whether or not she's doing something wrong. Good job, News. This is where, okay, now as the court decides, let's weigh these options. Okay, after we heard all the facts, right? We heard all the facts? Okay, Tony, let's start with you. Give me a talk to the jury and decide whether or not, try to convince them.
Okay.
What's your viewpoint on the matter?
Well, brothers and sisters. No. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, let's not look at this business as like a business that's selling deviance and fisting and whips and bondage. It's like any other business selling goods and services out of this poor woman's house. Like it is not the government's duty to go ahead and infiltrate and tell this woman how to make her money. She is making so many men happy, so many lonely men happy. Believe me, she's making men happy.
Order.
Look into your hearts and see the good that's coming out of here. Because without her services,
you would have so many miserable men in neighborhoods, unsatisfied, looking at their wives and like wondering, how could I mate with her?
Oh, Jesus. Order, Tony. You had me until that point. So, okay, your decision. Should she be allowed to operate her business still? And should she possibly, I'm gonna add one on here. Should she also be able to possibly sue the news for almost kind of like what would be the word be?
Reputation.
It's slanderous. In my opinion, it could be slanderous and almost disrupting her business. And also invading her privacy. They actually followed her to her house with the address number on the side a few blocks away. Any creep could be like, oh, hell yeah, I'm going to go find where she lives.
Honorable Judge Flores, is this America?
It is.
Is this the United States of America?
Yes.
Do you believe in freedom?
I do.
Do you believe in being free to go and get your ass whipped by a beautiful woman?
If that's what they want to do, then yes.
Then amen, sir.
All right.
Amen on the good book of the Bible that Pat Robertson gave me. I say, let this woman go.
All right.
If the fist will not fit, you must acquit.
Oh. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Let's order in the court. All right, Maggie. So you're saying, you want her to go free? You think she should be allowed?
Goes free.
Okay, Maggie. What do you say?
I say she is doing nothing wrong. She's not disturbing the neighbors. They're just nosy-ass neighbors, not minding their own business. Now, I could understand if a man goes in there and then all of a sudden you hear screaming and yelling and you
But it seems to be
kids.
Overall quiet, right?
Yeah. So, other than, like, you have your studio from your house. How many people think that you're running a dominatrix dungeon with all the people coming in and out of your house?
Well, like, I don't, but my other half, Pat Robertson Michael, does. For only little boys. I put boys in my dungeon.
So she's doing nothing wrong. The news needs to back away and let her make her money.
Amen.
All right. Now, I guess I would have to say as well, because I also, not only am I the judge, but I also am a decision maker. So I'm also an attorney, a defendant. I'm a DA. Wait.
Yeah.
Defense attorney, right?
Yeah. Public defender. Better call Saul. Better call Flores.
There you go. We should probably call that bit. We should probably call the bit that. Better call Rain Man. That'll be this
Better
bit.
Call Rain Man.
Next time we do this, that's what it'll be. All right. Number one, with all the facts laid out, she did nothing wrong. She's conducting a business. You're allowed to. She's not having truckloads of people coming over. There isn't lines. There aren't cars being parked all over the streets. That would constitute as possibly a business that would break laws pertaining to operating a business in a residential area. She has one or two people. You're allowed to do that. Okay? It's no different than having like maybe a small personal training business in your home, or a massage therapist that may also do some stuff in her home. And it's at certain odds, certain odd times. And Maggie nailed it as well. She's not disrupting anybody. Okay, somebody got up in her business, decided to call the news. The news disrupts her business. And you can look at it two ways. It might have helped her business, but also, they know where she lives now. Her actual public sanctuary, which is wrong.
Her privacy.
When someone has done nothing wrong, like she has not done anything against the law, was put in a position to where now people could find her real home, her sanctuary, and that's our God-given right in this country, right? To have our own place of sanctuary where we feel safe. And I think the news violated her rights.
Very much so.
Absolutely.
They should have got their facts in order. And listen, they're all questioning, well, we don't know if this is against the law yet or not.
Then why are you up in her biz?
You're the news. You should know. Do your due diligence before you smear someone's, before you start a smear campaign against a legit, honest, hardworking woman. You have tons of people on the street corners begging for money, not working, and you're going to disrupt this woman from running a legit business. It's not a sexual entertainment. Let's look at it from the standpoint of, is it dangerous to be in the neighborhood? Is it dangerous to operate this type of business in a neighborhood? No. You're not having, my kids. You got to worry. You got to worry about the kids. Okay. These men who are going to a dominatrix are not into boys. So your children, they're not into little boys. They're not into little girls. They're into being dominated. So unless your 2-year-old infant child can string him up and bust his balls and step on his cock, guess what? You have nothing to worry about. Okay? If you look at this from a straight logistics and facts, I don't think the neighborhood really has anything to worry about.
Well, there's, like, I'm going to bring it back to the disturbances. There's never been an incident. How long has she been running this company or her business out of that home without them realizing it? That's another thing.
Yeah, that's good. So on that note, I'm going to go to end this court session with, I think if we were the deciding factors in Florida, in Orlando, we would say the girl goes free. And not only would the girl go free and continue to operate her business, guess what else would happen? I would do a lawsuit against the city, the police department, and the news for invasion of privacy without any just cause.
Amen.
Amen. Court adjourned.
This is America, damn it.
It is. Court adjourned.
Did you see her picture, Tony?
She's actually kind of hot.
She is hot.
Does she do out calls?
Gonna fly her out here.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? A couple more things, and we're going to close out the show. We will be gone next week. Won't be a show next week. I'll be on vacation out of town.
Oh, okay.
Taking the kid to Legoland. Yeah, it should be fun. But we will be back the following week. Hopefully, we have more information on all our good things. Kaylee will be back as well. She's suffering a loss in the family. I guess one of her grandparents passed away. And she said she's in a call. She sent me a text message. Very professional, Kaylee. She sent me a bereavement text saying, I called in sick to my work, my job this morning for bereavement, and I'd like to use the same thing for the show tonight.
That is professionalism.
Well, I had all these notes. There's some guys that are liking Kaylee, saying that, we should have a sexy competition, with voices. We'll give some lines to Maggie and some lines to Kaylee. Like, who has the sexiest voice?
What about Pat Robertson?
Yeah, we'll throw him up in his.
What would you like me to say, Tony, before I leave the show today?
Read an excerpt from 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, that's just horrible.
There's a video out there of Gilbert Godfrey reading 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh, there you go. Now, I'm all moist now.
Oh. Well, thank you everybody for listening to the show today. Thank you, all you 50 Shades of Grey lovers out there. I want to thank Tony for being a racist prick. I like him. He's a friend of mine.
And to all jigaboos.
On that note, we better end the show while we're ahead. Good night, all you children out there. I don't give a shit about the adults. I'm the little boys. Thank you. Hey.
Let's get the fuck out of this motherfucking hellhole!